So he went to a movie theater, set his tripod up in the back of the theater, framed the image, and left his aperture open for the duration of the entire movie. The screen was bright white. All the theater seats are empty because by leaving his camera open the whole time, he didn't capture the people who were coming and going. A photograph is supposed to just show us one instant of time. Here you're actually looking at 2 hours of time that's been weirdly compressed into this very disconcerting image. He photographed theaters all over the United States. He photographed drive-ins, which sometimes look like they're glowing beacons to attract the attention of UFOs, and you see streaks in the sky from airplane exhaust. Then he went to Europe and photographed the opera houses, which were the model architecturally for many of the great theater palaces in the US that he had photographed. And finally, he went back to the United States and photographed theaters that had gone out of business and were in states of ruin. And again, you have another sense of time unfolding very slowly in that case, but that bright screen is still there as this kind of incredibly haunting absence, but also this very commanding presence right in the middle of the picture. The picture called Utah, and it's based on a picture he took with his phone while driving in a car. After looking at this image on his phone and thinking, this is interesting, the blurriness, the strange thing that happens up here with this utility line that gets interrupted. So he went back with some proper equipment in order to make a picture that he could then enlarge to this scale. And on the one hand, I think an image like this is a homage to the importance of mobile phone photography today. And it's also, though, this monumental version of it, and it shows us what we're missing by looking at our phone all the time. Andreas Gursky, for the last 4 decades, has been one of the most important artists and photographers in the world, who's constantly questioning what the boundaries of photography are, how to expand what a photograph might be, and how to question how we look at pictures.
This is one of my iconic shots. Yeah, and it was the first carnival in the street. It's about 1965-64, the first street carnival. Came out, it was just steel band and people on the street getting together. It was a bank holiday Monday. You know, the streets were supposed to be quiet and peaceful, but it was in Tavistock Square, and I can say I was there. This is another carnival segment. That's on the street, that's a street carnival, you know? After 60 years, our carnival should be one of the best carnivals. It should be rated amongst the top 10 carnival. We've become a laughing stock. We have become a laughing stock when a carnival finishes at 6 o'clock in the evening, yeah? It's not supposed to happen. Carnival is part of British culture, whether you like it or not, because we're celebrating our emancipation. And when you have 2 million people coming out, singing and dancing, let's be merry, let's be joyful. What they're trying to say, yeah, no hard feelings, we're still here, come and enjoy it. Yet the institutions, yeah, and as taxpayers, yeah, can't accept it.
There's a picture of a young boy stepping off the curb, but he's also turning his head to the camera in a very interesting way. It's clear that she has been following this kid, and he finally turns around and it feels her presence. Almost all other photographers wanted to photograph this kind of a scene without being outed as an image maker. Arbus wanted to be seen. She wanted to be implicated in her work. She did not feel that this sort of the rules of street photography or the rules of documentary expression, which is make your picture but do not affect the scene, do not affect the world. She did not believe in that. For her, the camera was a tool of communication. She wanted that reaction, but it's a very good example of someone giving her the look, like, you know, who are you? It's pretty powerful.